Archer Aviation. We've got some news today that will affect every single investor. Let's talk. Am I happy? Am I sad? Is it good? Is it bad? What news has happened today in Archer Aviation? We're going to discuss this, and to be fair, my head is completely all over the place. We're getting ready for eVTOL Live. Now guys, if you haven't heard of it, eVTOL Live Weekly happens every Tuesday. And if you haven't seen it before, make sure to bang that subscribe button, because you, as a community, can talk with me and Reese live. It happens every week, so make sure you're there. So guys, today we have a massive announcement around Archer Aviation, and we're going to dive right on into it. But I want to show the strength of this community first. Please smash that like button to show your support for the whole Archer community. Right guys, let's get to it. As always guys, this is not the news. I do just need to keep you up to date on what has happened, and then we're going to get into the big stuff. I know all you die-hard Archer investors have seen this 100 times, but it's going to take 2 minutes just to explain to the new guys. So Archer back in December announced a strategic partnership with Anduril to develop a hybrid VTOL military aircraft, and that raised 430 million worth of capital. Guys, keep that 430 figure in your head throughout this video. So, Anduril Industries and Archer announced they entered into an exclusive agreement jointly to develop the next generation aircraft for defense applications, and it's going to target a potential program of record from the United States Department of Defense. To help fund Archer Defense, and for other general corporate purposes, Archer raised that 430 million in additional equity capital, and that solidified Archer's financial position. Archer's efforts on this product will be part of its new Archer Defense program. Now guys, if you don't know anything about it, they've created a separate side of their business that is going to focus entirely on this Archer Defense, and we will get into it in this video. Archer ended Q3 2024 with 502 million of cash and cash equivalents, another important figure to note, on their balance sheet. And Archer total capital raised of 2 billion as of December. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to jump on over to the next sheet, and we're going to explain a little bit about this. I've jumped across to Archer Defense on Archer's website, and we're going to have a quick look to see what Archer Defense is, just to keep us up to date. So they're building the next generation aircraft and advanced technologies for defense applications, which we're fully aware of. They believe they're uniquely positioned to win, and they've 4 reasons why. With rapid development, top talent base, leading innovation in powertrain, and the capacity to manufacture. And they're rapidly shifting into a defense landscape. So the global defense expenditure surpassed 2.4 trillion in 2023. Now this is a massive thing. With the Trump administration coming in, guys, he has a massive priority when it comes to make everything in the US and also defend the country. What are Archer doing? They're making in the US, and they've now made this defensive side of the business. It's all good here. They believe a drastic funding shift is coming towards advanced aircraft utilizing artificial intelligence. So that's where Anduril come into this. And Anduril are focusing on more of the AI side, but these guys are going to be the next Lockheed Martin, I believe. So Anduril and Archer are partnering to jointly develop the VTOL aircraft for military applications. The company's first product is planned to be the hybrid propulsion VTOL aircraft, and we're going to hear more about that in the earnings call. And if you haven't seen, we're streaming the earnings, so I'll drop that right at the end of this video. So this will answer some of the questions. It's going to be hybrid propulsion, and it's going to be midnight-like aircraft. We've got a lot of people saying that it's going to be small little drones. No, it's going to be midnight-like. They're going to have low thermal acoustic signature, and that will give the next generation aerospace defense platform. So it's composed of an advisory board, and these are all more or less ex-veterans. So we have Director Jeff Downer there, with a Major General, a General, Lieutenant General, Lieutenant General, Major General, and a CW4. And then we have the acquisition executive, who was Jim Smith. Guys, these can bring a special part to the business. It's not just being led with a business head, but there's a strategic focus with a military background behind it. But anyway, I know what you're here for. We're going to get into the big news that has happened today that will affect every single one of you Archer investors. So I did not lie to you. This is going to affect every single one of you investors. We have dilution. Archer today raised $300 million from leading institutional investors to accelerate this hybrid aircraft platform development as defense opportunities look stronger than expected. We've spoken about Trump and we've spoken about Anduril and how they're trying to become the next Lockheed Martin. So today, leading institutional investors participated in this financing, and it includes funds and accounts managed by BlackRock themselves. The additional $300 million in equity capital reinforce its already strong financial position as it eyes strong demand in the defense market and beyond for this planned hybrid aircraft. Archer does have one of the strongest balance sheets in the eVTOL industry, and it's now looking at $1 billion. So Adam himself said he believes the opportunity for advanced vertical lift aircraft across defense appears to be substantially larger than he originally expected. Now this man is very, very bullish on Archer as it is. So the fact that he is now saying that it's substantially bigger than he anticipated themselves, guys, I think we're in for a good time with Archer Aviation. As a result, we are raising additional capital to help us invest in critical capabilities like composites and batteries to help enable us capture the opportunity and more. Guys, this is now $730 million in additional capital over the last 2 months that Archer has now raised for this Archer defense side of the business. We have said before that are they pivoting more and more into this defense applications? And I think this signals yes they are. I think they're heavily concentrating on defense at the moment until the likes of the certification gets over the line. And really, I could see them more or less following in the shadows behind Joby. Let Joby do the hard work about getting the certification over the line and then just come in straight behind. It is a good strategy. And today, to be honest, both myself and Reese did make a move on Archer, and we'll discuss that in a minute. So, what's happened so far this year? The completion and construction of the ARC manufacturing facility, the continued progress towards FAA certification, and the launch of its cross-industry consortium in the UAE. Guys, Archer is well positioned for 2025, and now I can see why the analysts are projecting that Archer will have higher revenue than Joby going forward. Archer today also released their preliminary estimate financial results for the fourth quarter, and they have reported that GAAP operating expenses will be within range of $120 million to $140 million, and the total non-GAAP operating expenses are in line with guidance range of $95 million to $110 million. They've also confirmed that they don't expect the total non-GAAP operating expenses for the first quarter of 2025 will materially increase over Q4 guidance range. So what did this financing provide? So it provided the purchase of 35,500,000 shares of Class A common stock, and that was at a price range of around $8.50 per share. Now, what have we done today? Well, let's jump back to the studio and find out. So we made 2 massive trades today. One of them you're not going to be too surprised about, and the other one is going to shock you. But what are they? Well, you're going to find out at eVTOL Weekly Live, and if it's not live, you're going to watch the restream and find out.